I'm quite shocked that the FX3 actually has more functionality in that regard than my Sony Burano. Hi there and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about how you can record your own audio as a one-man band directly into your camera. So usually I bring someone with me who's dedicated to the sound, but I have a special shoot coming up where I'm in the middle of the ocean, it's a nature documentary, budget's low, and I can't bring anyone with me. That is why I needed to think about a solution that allows me to just seamlessly record my own audio. And what I wanted to do is being able to use my shotgun mic as well as some lav mic. I also need to monitor my audio that's recorded to the camera, and usually you can just plug in some headphones, but I find it hard when I set down the camera always to unplug the headphones, because then I will just strangle myself into the camera and that's not very pleasant. So I have a solution where I can use my AirPods to monitor my audio. It's not perfect, it's a little bit flawed, but it works nice when you don't want to plug into your camera. I'm using my Burano as my main cam, that's why I'm showing you here, but I will also give you an example how you can use the same setup on the Sony FX3. I started with my usual boom, that's the MKE 600. I maybe will use the MKE 416 for that shoot because I have no boom operator, and then I can use my better mic on my camera. So that's the shotgun mic plugged into XLR and it's on the left channel, and that gives me enough room to play around with when I only need some ambient sound or when I'm very close to a subject. And my second line of defense is my lav mic. And I have the Deity system, and I have another video that talks all about my sound gear. You can check this out right here if you're interested in a more professional use case. In this way, I have just one receiver mounted to my camera. Then this is plugged in via XLR to my right channel. And this is so important because you need these two channels to be separated, because then you can just go into one channel and pick the audio that's better, or do a mix down between these two. What I can also do when I have two protagonists, this receiver can receive two channels, and that way I can put two channels on one output and give two channels of lav mics like these ones onto the right channel. And then I'm not able to mix between these two anymore, but I still have the recording. And the coolest thing about the Deity Theos system is that they support internal recording as well on a micro SD card. And that way I have the separate channels when I need them. So I'm pretty safe on multiple levels here. And I usually don't want to use the internal recorded tracks because it's just a nightmare in post-production. But in this case, I can give my technical timecode to these Deity transmitters, and that way I have the timecode with a 32-bit float recording internally. I have so many levels of protection and nothing can fail on me. But if something is gonna fail, I want to know. And that is why I need to monitor my audio, because something can scratch on the microphone. You need to hear this, because in my documentary setups I will always hide the lav mic. You see my lav mic here because I can't monitor my audio. Talking so much about audio, I need to talk about Audiio. Audiio is actually today's sponsor of the video. And the amazing thing about this platform is you can just grab any link from YouTube where music is inside that you like and just put it into Audiio, and Audiio will spit out similar tracks to what you gave it. This is such an amazing thing because I spend so much time on every YouTube video I publish just searching for music, and now I can just use similar tracks to my old YouTube videos or to some other YouTube videos. That way it will just spare you so much time searching around endless tracks and trying to find something that fits your mood, even though you already know what kind of music fits your mood of the video. So big shout out to Audiio, links in the description below, you get a 10% discount. And yeah, I hope you have a great time with Audiio like I did. So that's why you have the audio jack. And what I've attached to my audio port here is this little Ugreen adapter. And this is a Bluetooth dongle adapter. And with this adapter, I can connect to my AirPods Pro. This is a very, very nice way to monitor your audio, because with the over-ear headphones, usually it's pretty hard to wear them when you have the camera on your shoulder. But when you have the AirPods in, you can just walk away from your camera, and that way it's much easier for you to monitor the audio all the time, even if you leave the camera behind or go for your second camera and check on that and still monitor your audio. The problem with the Bluetooth connection and the AirPods is a little bit of lag. That's not that relevant for me when I'm shooting an interview, because I will just plug the AirPods in and only listen to that and don't listen to the real voice that's speaking. That way I get around this lag problem. But if you need to talk yourself a lot, you should always put only one AirPod in and mute your shotgun mic, because that way you won't hear yourself speaking in the AirPods, because it's pretty hard on you when you try to speak and listen to yourself on your earbud but with a lag. So it becomes very distressing. So that's why I only try to listen to the lav mics. So that's kind of my audio setup on my camera here. And to just show you how the FX3 can even do it better than my Sony Burano is, on the XLR handle I have two XLR inputs and a stereo auxiliary input jack here. This actually allows me to put the two channels from my two lav mics into two separate tracks directly on the camera. My shotgun mic is mounted via the auxiliary cable. You could also use a splitter for your auxiliary cable and use your lav mics on the aux port, and then you can plug in a 416 or MKE600 if you want a better microphone that is not only connected by auxiliary. I'm quite shocked that the FX3 actually has more functionality in that regard than my Sony Burano. On the other hand, this will be used in more of a consumer setting, and this is more a professional setting. And usually we have sound people with us, so if you want the full functionality of the FX3 on your Sony Burano, you can use the top handle from the FX9 with the XLR inputs, and then you also have the hot shoe from Sony where you can connect to the Sony system. But I just don't like the top handle at all, and I don't want to change around my rig, and it's extra expenses. And yeah, I think they could just have given us another auxiliary input on this side of the camera. Shame on you, Burano, but I'm still in love with you. I'm sorry. Maybe you have some suggestions on what I could improve or how I can get rid of this lag. Maybe there's some solution out there that I don't know of. On that regard, thank you very much for watching. Leave me a comment if you have some improvement ideas, and I see you next time.